welcome back to BK Finance, where we talk about all things personal finance. I want to thank you so much for giving me a couple of minutes of your time as we talk about all things personal finance. So, today we've got something extremely important to talk about, and that is compound interest. Compound interest. Compound interest was once said by the great Albert Einstein. He said, you know what? Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who pays doesn't pays it. So if Albert Einstein could say that you know what, there are only seven more wonderful things in this world other than compound interest, it must be something that we should pay attention to. Now, what is compound interest? Compound interest is just think about a compound sentence, right? A more complex sentence, a sentence that is built off of, that is not just a simple sentence, actually, but is actually a more complete, sophisticated sentence, actually, in terms of writing. Well, in terms of compound interest, that is actually it's interest on top of interest on top of interest on top of interest on top of interest. 5 years on top of interest on top of interest on top of interest on top of interest on top of interest. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years of compounding. So it's what builds wealth. Compound interest is the thing that can get you wealthy more than anything else. Actually, that's why you need to start early investing. Okay, early investing. There's a song, excuse me, by the Rolling Stones. I love the Rolling Stones. I love music. I love rock. I love jazz. I love the blues. I love hip hop. I love salsa. But one of my favorites is rock. And the great band called the Rolling Stones, they had a song, and the song goes something like this: Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Or you can sing along if you want to at home, but that is an incredible song. But the message in the song is time's on your side. So if time is on your side, if you are investing in trying to build generational wealth, time is what you need. You know, wealth is normally not built overnight. It usually takes some time. It usually takes you building brick by brick by brick with consistency. Definitely, it takes that to build wealth. Normally, overnight wealth is usually not handled well by the masses, by people that actually get it. Like, for instance, excuse me, lottery winners, right? Most lottery winners, they squander their money. There's TV shows on it, there's all this stuff on it. And so there's that. Then there's athletes, right? We have athletes who we see and who we kind of honestly that we judge, and we're like, uh, how could they squander $10 million, $50 million, $100 million? Well, getting a windfall of money at 20 years old is tough all at one time, and not really built, but just get it. And most people would squander that. Most people don't know what to do without, especially without financial literacy. They don't know what to do with it. So um, we get into compounding interest, okay, and that is just building wealth over time. Building wealth over time. So today, this is a true story. I have a cousin in California who is just had a baby. He is, his girlfriend just gave birth literally today to a baby boy, and so his baby boy born today. So on Facebook, he's sending out pictures and telling everybody about it, and everybody's wishing him well and congratulating him. And I too congratulated him. And I was, oh, that's incredible! That is so wonderful! Congratulations! You're going to be a wonderful father, and he is going to be a wonderful father, and it's all good. So I also, because I think in terms of finance, I've always been like that. I've been in finance. I worked in finance. I myself invest heavily. I love that. I've been in for 25 years. I'm a landlord and all that stuff. So I reached out to him and I sent him a quick message saying, "Thank you, you're great, and congratulations." And also, um, here's what you need to do for your little baby boy who was born today, who was not even a day old. You need to open up a UTMA or a UGMA account, and you need to start investing money for him immediately. Okay. So what I'm going to do today in this video is I am going to illustrate. I was going to do 3 scenarios, but I'm going to add a 4th just on a whim. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to illustrate the power of compound interest in the need to start early, okay, in terms of investing. Okay, but if you haven't, then we can talk about that as well. So, compound interest is this. So, let's do 4 different scenarios and let's use my cousin's baby as an example. Now, my cousin, because I told him, suppose he decides and he heeds my message and he starts investing for his baby today. Okay, so and he says for retirement. Okay, so obviously his baby, and for all the scenarios, we're gonna put down 59 years as the time to retire. Okay, now 65 is when they say, but we're going to say 59 because that's the time when you can actually touch your retirement account, 59 and a half actually to be exact. So, but we're going to do 4 scenarios. The first one is my cousin, so he takes $1,000. So we're going to do it and put it in the calculator. Okay, and then he puts $1,000 down. He starts $1,000 for his baby. Then, you know what? They're a little strapped right now, so he only has $100 to put in per month after that. Okay, so we're going to say the $100. He started off with $1,000. We're going to say, you know what, this baby is going to do this exact thing for the next 59 years until they are 59. Okay, and then we're going to use an interest rate of 10% because the S&P 500, which is the top 500 companies in the United States. We're going to invest in the S&P 500 ETF, and we're just going to dollar cost average into that $100 per month for the next 59 years. So the baby is going to take this over. My cousin's baby at 18 is going to continue it on all the way to 59. But we're going to start here as Blair, my cousin, is doing that until then. All right, so let's go 59 years and let's see what that looks like over 59 years, and let's see what compound interest does. Okay. What? Hold on, I need my glasses. Stop. Wait. $3,586,419.38. Are you kidding me? Holy jeez, Batman. What? Wait, you're telling me. Wait, hold on. How much did you have to invest to get that? Because you must have paid a fortune. Hold on. $71,800 of your own money, and you end up with $3 million, almost $3.6 million. It can't be. Wow. So, the longer your money's invested, the better. Okay. Powerful. Okay. So you know what? Let's go to the second scenario. My cousin didn't listen to me. He didn't listen. So but at 16 years from now, my cousin he remembers my little thing I did on my message that I gave him on Facebook about investing. But he remembers, so he gets his son to start investing at 16. So it's not at 1 or not at 0, at 1. So let's change the numbers up here. So let's go. So right now, $3,500,000. Okay. So my cousin says, you know what? I'm going to get my son investing. I'm going to start now at 16 years old. So 16. Okay. And we're going to do $200 a month. Okay. Because he wants his son to really get himself together. And so we're going to, so 16. So that's 43 years, right? Because we're going to 59. And then we're going to keep the S&P 500 fund, okay? So let's get into it. Let's go ahead and calculate, see what this is, okay? Um, okay. We're still in business. We're still in business. $1.5 million. Okay, so 43 years of investing, and how much did we spend? How much of our own money? A little bit more than we had to do with the. A little bit more than if we started at 16, but $105,000. But we got $1.5 million over 43 years, and at $200 a month. Okay, so let's do a third scenario. Um, the third scenario being, let's do, you know what? I'm 30 now. His son didn't start investing till they're 30. Okay, so they've been ignoring my stuff. They didn't even care what I had to say. So 30 years from now, they do that, and so let's just say they start off with $5,000. Okay, because they're trying to really catch up, and we're gonna say $500 a month. And remember, they're 30 now, so that's only 29 years of investing because we're going to stop at 59, right? So let's do that. So let's look at this, and then let's go ahead and calculate this, and let's see, $971,000. Okay. Now our number is starting to really dwindle now. Okay, I mean, 970,000. That's nothing to sneeze at, but that's wow. So you see the difference between if we started way back when as opposed to now, and how much of money did we have to invest for this? 179,000. So that our contributions are going up, but our number of the future value is going down because we're investing less or we have less time. Okay. Now let's do our last scenario. So we did 30 years right there. You know what? They never listen to me. They don't care. They've been partying and just doing and got busy with life. And finally they decided, you know what? I got to do something now. So we're going to start off with $10,000 because we got to get radical. Okay, we got to get radical. So and we're gonna do $1,000 a month. Okay, we're going to do $1,000 a month. So we're doing an initial investment of $10,000 into the S&P 500. And now we're going to do 1,000 a month. We're starting at 40, so now we only have 19 years of investing. Okay, at a 10% um, interest rate because we are doing the S&P 500 fund. Remember that? So let's see what we got from going from here. So let's go ahead and calculate, and let's see. 675,000 if we start at 40 years old. So when we started at zero, it was $3.5 million. Then when we went to 16, it was $1.5 million. And then when we went to 30, it was $970,000. And now we're at 40. And now we're at 675,000. And in this, we had to contribute $238,000. So we didn't even triple. 246. Yeah, we were a little less than tripled our amount. But the thing is, when we're getting younger, we're not tripling. We're like, I mean, 10 times, 20 times, 40 times, even the first that. So we see right here compound interest at work. If we really look at, and we're being conservative here with the number in terms of the what if that number were 15% that we were making on our money and we started really early? So you understand the power of compounding. Listen, if you have a teenager, you should get them started investing. I don't teach them. Listen, subscribe to the channel, please. Subscribe to the channel. Have them subscribe to the channel. Have their friends subscribe to the channel. Have their friends' subscribe to the channel because we're all about building wealth, it's particular in the urban community. I have a deep passion for this and I really want to teach regardless of whatever. I just want people, like, I just have a passion. I want to teach it, and that's what it's all about. This is compound interest. Most people are not using the time that they can have, right? And then you waste time, and then you wake up late, and then you're like, you just saw the power of compounding. So I do want to thank you so much for coming today and listening to me for a little bit, talk about personal finance, compound interest. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button. Please tell your friends. Please hit the notification button. I'm really trying to get out a lot of content this year, teaching, inspiring, whatever it takes so we can really build up generational wealth. So I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for that. And until next time, I will see you. Take care.